All right, hello everybody. This is Uncle P from Super Easy Forex, and I am doing this introductory video to our new six-figure challenge program, which also comes with many other assortments of tools and things for you guys. So it's not just the six-figure challenge, and I'm going to go through that right now so you guys can kind of know exactly what's going on with the program, what you're going to be able to anticipate that's going to happen, and we also have to go over the rules and everything else. Okay, so here we go. Just sit back and relax. It'll be very brief, but let me go over first of all what is part of the six-figure challenge. Number one, we're going to have Miss Jenny, who's spearheading the six-figure challenge. She's also a six-figure earner in the Forex market, and she's going to be providing you guys with live trade sessions. And when I say live trade sessions, it's not the same like the ones we do every single week, where we just kind of show you generally, how to look at the charts and how to interpret things. No, this is more in depth and more active, where you're going to actively look for trade setups. And she's going to show you how to compound your trade so you can quickly build an account. Okay. Keep in mind that even though this is a more higher leveraging type of trading system, she's going to guide you along the way so that you'll be able to increase profit margins without being too much concerned. And what's nice about it is because you can start with as low as $100, $200 to get started in the challenge if that's what you want to do. Okay, so let's go ahead and move forward with the next thing. The next thing you'll be receiving is we're going to have a private signal channel. The private signal channel is just for the paid members, where we will be providing you with signals multiple times a week. Okay, and depending on market conditions, of course, because we can't make the market do what it doesn't want to do. But based on market conditions, we're going to provide you guys with some pretty solid trading signals several times a week to help you build your account. Okay. All right. Number three. The next thing is we're going to be providing you with a indicator called the Daily Dot, and I'm going to be providing you a video link for that, where you'll be able to see exactly what the Daily Dot does. It's more of a daily support and resistance indicator that I designed with my coders so that it actually will send an alert to your phone once the support and resistance levels have popped up on whichever pair you choose to have it analyzing. So it'll run quietly in the background, and it will actually send an alert directly to your phone, which is very, very nice to know when support and resistance levels have popped in on a particular currency pair, because oftentimes those prices will bounce, or somewhere in that area will hang around and then go in the opposite direction. Okay. And then last but not least, this is something that people have been asking for a very long time, and that is for a alert system. What's neat about this alert system is not the standard alert system. It's actually going to be called our Super Easy Dashboard, which actually scans whichever pairs you add it to. It will actually scan the market for you and looking for Stairmaster setups and triple arrow setups. And depending on what time frame you select for it to do so, it'll do accordingly, and it would also send alerts to your phone. This is a very unique and very custom-made built program just for the Super Easy Forex family. And what's nice about it now is that it will do the work for you. Now, we'll say that it does require that you have a certain amount of space on your computer, because it will use up a little bit of RAM. A lot of people are using what's called a VPS service, which is a virtual private server, which means nothing more than you're going to be renting a computer in the cloud from a service, which will allow for you to have as much maximum space as possible, because the more space you have, the more currency pairs you can actually run on this particular tool that'll be made available to you. And keep in mind, these are tools. All of these different things is just options. If you want it, if you don't, that's fine. You can pick and choose whatever you want within the program, or you can utilize all of them. All right. Another thing that's going to come with the program, which is very unique, a lot of people have been asking about, is also, in addition to Miss Jenny, in addition doing the six-figure challenge, in addition to the Daily Dot indicator, in addition to the Super Easy Dashboard, which will be looking actively for trade setups and sending alerts to your phone. In addition to all of that, and the signal service, in addition to all of that, you also have Mr. Elvis, who's going to be teaching a class every Monday night at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, because a lot of people have been finding great success with trading off of his 5-minute chart time with the Ichimoku cloud, and in conjunction with the daily time frame. People have been finding great success with that, but they're still a little bit unclear. So now you'll actually have the ability to be in a live class with him where he'll be teaching you not only that, but he's also going to be teaching you in-depth fundamental information about the markets overall. So it's more of a college electoral kind of class in a sense, where you're going to be learning good deep information about the Forex market. Okay, so that's also included with the $69. So as you can see, we're very underpriced for everything that you're going to be receiving. But again, we wanted to put together something that we felt was extremely valuable for you, okay? So that it was worth your time, all right? Next, let's go into the rules though, okay? Into the rules. This is very important because as we're growing as a family, we want to make sure that we're sticking to the goals, which is to come in, learn how to trade the Forex market, make sure that we're asking questions and building camaraderie so that we can do better to our communities around us and things like that. The one thing we're avoiding is scammers coming in, which we have been having to deal with those. So we've been trying to get those out of here. Scammers and negative people who just want to come in and whine and complain and all these different things and create a negative environment when we're here to actually learn, trade, and make money, like many of you in the group have already been showing on a daily basis, posting your wins and showing proof that we're actually helping you to become a successful Forex trader. But again, it comes with the territory, so I want to be very clear on the rules. Let's go through the rules and move on from there, okay? So first of all, I'm going to go back through the original group rules to make sure we're clear on that. Number one, there's no arguing and negativity. Again, if there's disagreements or anything like that, you can, hit a person up privately and say, hey, I didn't understand something you said, blah, 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 and just do it privately. But the group is strictly for positive energy. It is strictly to make absolutely sure that people are in a learning environment and that you can ask questions about trade setups and so forth and get the help you need so that you can become a successful trader. But I've been in many other groups, and I'm sorry this is in here, but I've been in so many other groups before where the facilitator just allowed anybody to come in and just bring all kind of negativity, scams, and everything else, and they never said a word, never did anything about it, and it made it a very negative environment for anybody to want to learn. So this is why we're saying this now, because we don't want that kind of infiltration into our group, where we will remove that very, very quickly. I've seen it before in other groups. I don't want it in this one, okay? So save the arguing, negativity, any disagreements. If you happen to get into a disagreement with somebody, just contact me on Telegram or send an email to supereasyforex at gmail.com, and one of our team members will be able to help, okay? Number two, no solicitation or recruiting of any kind in the group or by private message for personal business ventures. Again, this is where scammers were trying to come in and they'll befriend you in the main group and talk with you and get everybody warm and fuzzy. Oh, yeah. And then later on, they'll private message you saying, hey, I can trade your account for you. Give me some money and I'll trade your account. And therefore, they're trying to scam you, okay? Don't do that. We do not allow it. We do not permit it. So if somebody's personally trying to contact you to do that, please let us know immediately so we can get that person out of the group, okay? Also, keep in mind, you will be removed instantly from the group and you forfeit your membership and all access to Super Easy Forex services. We have a referral program which pays $100 per referral. Therefore, the rules do not apply to affiliates. Only individuals trying to grow their personal business ventures from within the group. So again, we do have an affiliate program, and you can just go to the website, supereasyforex.com, look in the right-hand corner, and you can just create your link and, and create your account, and you'll have instantly your own link to be able to promote and do that as an affiliate, no problem. But what we're trying to stop is we have a lot of people who have their own thing going on, and they're just trying to solicit and draw people away from the Super Easy Forex family, and then just do, they're just trying to steal business. That's all it is. And that's something I'm not trying to do, and that's not something we permit. And we do have people in our group who actually own their own business, and they're just here to help you, but that doesn't mean they're trying to steal business. They're just here to help, okay? So that's totally different. We're just trying to get rid of the scammers, okay? All right, next. Sharing ideas, asking questions, and celebrating is what this group is for. Anything else is not permitted. We do not mind sharing ideas, but refrain from sharing your personal indicators because it causes confusion. If we had at one point where there was a bunch of people sharing all kinds of indicators all at the same time, well, I'm using this, and it created complete confusion for brand new people. So please do not do that, okay? I'm not telling you can't use your own indicators in conjunction with the Triple Arrow system, but as far as passing them along in this and that, let's stick to the basics of what everybody has and go from there, okay? Also, if you post in pics or any types of posts that are negative, we will be taking them down and we'll private message you not to do that, okay? We're positive positive group, trying to keep it a family atmosphere. All right. You will receive one private warning if found in violation of group rules. If group rules aren't adhered to, you will be removed from the group. You will, however, be allowed to still attend live trade sessions, but you will not have access to the main group discussion channel on Telegram. Okay, so that's enough of that one. Now let's get to the six figure, because that's totally different. I wanted to get those out the way just to make sure, because we do have a lot of new people in the group, and I know you didn't read the rules, so we just want to make sure of that. Okay, so let's get to the six figure one. Let's go. So this one is this. Number one, and this is serious, okay? Sharing any information outside this private group is prohibited. We are hiring a facilitator, a moderator in the group who's going to be monitoring conversations between groups and anywhere else, and to make sure that you're not sharing information such as the signals and everything else that people are paying for. Okay, that's just for the private members. It is not allowed or permitted to be shared outside of that. Okay, and there's more details, so make sure to read the rule sheet. And if we do catch that happening, we will be removing you out of the group. And again, I hate that we have to go through this, but it's always somebody, always somebody. So again, make sure that you're reading these rule groups. Anybody found sharing signals or any other information outside of the paid group on other Telegram channels or social media, because we're bringing on a social media lawyer as well, will be removed from all forums. Your account will be closed and you will be permanently removed from the Super Easy Forex family. There will be no refunds. Please do not put us in the position to have to go through these extreme measures. There will be no exceptions. All right, number two, Ms. Jenny and Mr. Elvis groups are separate groups. This is important. Each will be providing information on their unique styles of approaching the markets and requirements. However, Ms. Jenny's group is specifically tailored towards the six-figure challenge. Okay, and while Mr. Elvis's group is tailored towards daily gains using the 5-minute charts and the Ichimoku cloud indicator with the triple arrow. So they're two separate groups. You don't have to attend both if you don't want to, but they are available to you as a paid member. Okay. Number three, with the Signal service, additional trading tools in Ms. Jenny and Mr. Elvis classes you do not have to participate, as I said, okay? Those are we're just providing you a buffet of extra tools made available for you. That's what it's basically about. We want to give you overvalue for the reduced amount that it should be, okay? Just to make sure you have plenty of tools, plenty of things that you feel like, okay, I'm getting value, all right? Let's go to the nice stuff. Let's go to this. The six-figure challenge has its own schedule. So on Tuesdays and Thursdays at 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time with Ms. Jenny, you'll be actively looking for trade setups in that session, okay? The Triple Arrow system with the Ichimoku Cloud training with sessions with Mr. Elvis will be on Monday nights at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Don't worry, all this is printed. Just hit the print button and you'll be able to see it and print it out, okay? Then the other thing I want to keep in mind is that we are not leaving anybody behind. So if for any reason a person can't pay, we still have the regular classes, which I'll be doing on Tuesdays and Wednesdays. At same time, 9 a.m. 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, which is the U.S. session. And Miss Jenny's going to do a class on Tuesday nights. And her class is going to be at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Okay, so we will still be available here to coach and help those who cannot afford to get into the group, but this is for those who can, so just keep that in mind. Okay, also in addition to that, we still have Mr. Irvin, who is also constantly posting up a weekly chart markup on what to look for in the market, so that's also going to still be available for those who are non-paid members. Okay, so anyway, I think that's pretty much it. I want to welcome you to the group. Sorry about all the rules and this and that, but we want to protect what we're doing for people, okay? Because again, I remember back in the day when I was paying for my monthly services, and it was very upsetting to know that, hey, I'm here paying my fees, trying to get some help, and then somebody else is over there scamming or doing their thing and messing it up for the group, and then eventually sometimes the groups got shut down because of people's foolery. I don't want that to happen in here. I just want to run a clean group, make sure that you guys are getting value for your money, okay? All right, so anyway, on to the next step, all right? Talk to you guys later.